Why are so many guys over 60 training their way right into a joint replacement? Well, welcome to This Explainer Man. I'm really glad you're here, because today I want to share something pretty personal. A little while ago, I was looking in the mirror and it hit me. My body was literally breaking down. I was terrified of losing my independence, scared I'd blow out my lower back just picking up a bag of groceries. But at the same time, I was desperately hoping there was a way to stay strong and capable without ending up on a surgeon's table. I kept watching guys like Joe Rogan, who's in his late 50s now, moving like an elite athlete. And I just thought, what in the world is his secret? So I dug deep. And actually, I found a hidden blueprint, a solution that gave me exactly that armor-plated strength I was looking for, but safely. Stick with me, because by the end of this explainer, I'm going to give you that exact solution.
Okay, so let's just tackle the elephant in the room. Why exactly are guys our age blowing out their knees and shoulders at the gym? Honestly, it's because we're using a young man's blueprint for an older man's body. When I first tried to mimic Joe Rogan's exact heavy kettlebell routine, man, it was a disaster. I realized instantly that his specific heavy lifting execution was a complete trap for a normal over 60 guy like me. Every old injury I had was flaring up. I realized pretty quick that if I kept chasing these extreme high-impact gym stunts, the only thing I was actually going to build was a massive hospital bill. I hit an absolute brick wall. It's what I call the over 60 strength trap. See, on one hand, you're quietly losing your power muscles. Every single year you don't train them, you get a little slower, a little tighter, and suddenly reaching for a high shelf feels kind of risky. But on the other hand, if you walk into a gym right now and try to throw around heavy iron to fix it, you run the massive risk of blowing out your lower back entirely. It's a total catch-22. You lose muscle if you do nothing, but you risk serious, life-altering injury if you train like some gym bro in his 20s. I knew for a fact I needed a completely different approach. Then my entire mindset shifted. I found the work of Pavel Tsatsouline, the Soviet sports scientist who literally brought the kettlebell to the West. He has this amazing quote, "Strength is a skill. We don't train to failure, we train for perfection." And man, let me tell you, this was the ultimate cheat code. Pavel calls this the clean energy method. Instead of redlining your body's engine and filling your muscles with lactic acid, which, let's be real, leaves you aching for days, you treat strength like a precision skill. You stay fresh. For the first time, I felt real hope. I didn't actually need to destroy myself to get strong. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a natural skeptic. I wasn't about to just trust fitness industry bro science. I needed this grounded in clinical reality. So I dug into this study, the Bell trial at Bond University. This was a massive, pragmatic, controlled trial that looked specifically at hardstyle kettlebell training for insufficiently active older adults. We're talking guys and gals right in our demographic, up to 79 years old. They brought them in for 3 months of supervised training just to see, does this stuff actually work safely for aging bodies? And the results? They absolutely prove that elite, armor-plated strength is possible for seniors. Just look at that compliance rate, over 91%. That means people actually showed up and did the work, because it wasn't wrecking their bodies. They gained grip strength, which, by the way, is a massive predictor of longevity. They added lean skeletal muscle mass, dropped their resting heart rate, and even improved their walking distance. But you want to know the absolute most crucial takeaway? 0 serious adverse events. None. No blown out backs, no torn rotator cuffs. The science proved the method works. Now, I just had to figure out how to adapt the actual physical movements for myself. Which brings us to Section 1, Rogan's dangerous blueprint versus our safe reality. Let's break it down. So here's the really crucial point. Joe Rogan's underlying philosophy, which is Pavel's method of functional, full-body power, is totally spot on. It's exactly the medicine we need to fight aging. But his execution, swinging a 70-pound chunk of iron explosively, yeah, that's a dangerous blueprint for normal guys over 60. We need to take the core philosophy of his routine and translate it into a safe reality for our joints. We do this using the Soviet freshness secret. Step 1, you execute the movement with absolutely perfect form. Step 2, you move with controlled power. Step 3, and this is where literally everyone gets it wrong, you rest completely. Pavel says you rest until you can comfortably hold a normal conversation. If you're huffing and puffing, you aren't resting long enough. And step 4, you repeat the sets without ever chasing that burning lactic acid pump. We aren't training for fatigue, we're training to wake up the nervous system. Listen, when you hit 60 years old, your margin for error is tiny. You can't just bounce back from a tweaked lower back in a weekend like you used to in your 20s. A small injury now can set you back for months, triggering muscle loss and a whole cascade of aging problems. Because of that, we absolutely must remove the dangerous entry points of traditional gym exercises. We have to completely strip out the explosive, uncontrolled momentum that trashes our joints, but keep the muscle contraction that keeps us young. To figure out how to replicate this safely, I started looking at how clinical setups actually support patients. Notice how incredibly supported they are using specialized seats, straps, and platforms. This isolates the muscle perfectly, safely, without putting any unnecessary compression on the spine or those delicate connective tissues. Seeing this clinical approach, that's what inspired my radical modifications. I realized, hey, I can replicate Joe Rogan's high-performance muscle activation by using supported, seated, and banded variations that protect my joints just like these clinical setups do. All right, moving on to section 2, the 4 moves rebuilt specifically for us.
Okay, here's the big reveal. We've got the science, we've set our safety rules, and we've adopted that freshness mindset. Now, here is your hidden blueprint, the 4 specific modified moves that replaced my entire workout. They give me Rogan's functional strength, but without the risk of a massive hospital bill. Move number 1 is the hip hinge. Now, Rogan's go-to is the explosive one-arm kettlebell swing. Don't get me wrong, it's a phenomenal move to wake up your hamstrings and glutes, which absolutely die when we sit all day. But for guys over 60, that explosive snap under a heavy load, that is exactly how a back injury starts. So your replacement is the seated resistance band hip hinge. You just sit on the edge of a chair, loop a band under your feet, hinge forward at the hips, and drive back up. You get the exact same hamstring activation and lower back stabilization, but with absolutely zero spinal compression and zero balance risk. Just remember, it's not a squat. You're pushing your hips back like you're trying to close a door with your backside. Move number 2 is the shoulder press. Joe uses a 70-pound kettlebell clean and press. Now the clean part, where you yank that heavy iron off the floor and violently flip it onto your wrist, that is a fantastic way to completely bust your wrists and elbows if your timing is even slightly off. So we're going to drop our ego here. Your replacement is the seated dumbbell shoulder press. Just sit upright, grab a pair of 5-pound dumbbells, yes, I literally said 5 pounds, and press them strictly overhead. Your core still has to brace, your upper back still stabilizes, and your shoulders get that perfect overhead armor plating, all without that risky, explosive flip from the floor. Move number 3 is the side bend. Joe does a heavy kettlebell windmill. He locks this massive weight overhead while bending sideways all the way to the floor. It demands crazy shoulder stability. But for seniors, let's be real, we're usually just fighting to get our lost mobility back so we can reach a high shelf without tearing a rotator cuff. So your replacement is the standing side bend using just a dowel or a broomstick. You hold the stick overhead and slowly, with total control, bend to the side. It stretches the side body, restores that pure, smooth shoulder mobility, and removes the dangerous overhead crushing weight entirely. Finally, move number 4 is the core stabilizer. Joe does the renegade row, where he gets into a full push-up plank and rows a heavy kettlebell. For a guy over 60, just holding that plank position puts joint-crushing pressure on your wrists and knees. It's a serious injury waiting to happen. So your replacement is the seated resistance band row. You sit on a chair, wrap a resistance band around a fixed point, and pull straight back. Here's the magic of this one. Your core still has to work in overdrive just to keep your torso perfectly still against the pull of the band. You bulletproof your core and back, but you completely remove that dangerous plank position. And finally, section 3, your daily consistency game plan. So knowing the moves is really only half the battle. How do you actually put them into your daily life? Well, the real secret, the thing that actually separates the guys who stay highly capable from the guys who rapidly decline, isn't one crazy sweat-drenched workout. It's decades of showing up. Here is your ultimate, practical, over 60 blueprint. You only need to do this just 1 session a week to start. Yep, 1. Just these 4 modified movements: the seated band hinge, the seated dumbbell press, the dowel side bend, and the seated band row. Take full rest between every single set until you're breathing completely normally. You absolutely do not need heavy weights. Bands and light dumbbells are your best friends here. What you do need, though, is unwavering consistency. If you show up and do this week after week without fail, you are directly investing in exactly how your joints will feel 10 years from now. So I'm going to leave you with this provocative question to chew on. Which of these 4 rebuild movements will you use to bulletproof your body today? Seriously, don't wait until something breaks to start caring about your structural strength. Pick up a resistance band, grab a broomstick, and start treating your strength like the vital skill it actually is. Your future self is absolutely going to thank you for it. Thanks for hanging out with me for this Explainer Man. Stay strong, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.